Good morning, happy December, welcome to the new video. This video is very near and dear to my heart. We're going to be talking today about how we went from, age 2 to age 8 in our cooking, why it's important to start cooking young with your kids, and the benefits that can come from teaching your kids to cook at an early age. The benefits for your kids, the benefits for yourself, and the benefits for everybody. So without any further ado, thank you. Welcome to the video. My name is Sarah Bean. Let's get started. All right, hello everyone. If you're here, it means you're interested in teaching your kids to cook or interested in learning maybe the patience it takes to teach your kids to cook. Either way, welcome. I want to tell you first a little bit about our story and why we're here, how we got here, and why this is very important to me. When my daughter was 2, she expressed interest in being one of the big kids. She wanted to go to school like the big kids, and she wanted to learn to cook like the big kids, was what she called me. It was very adorable. So when she was 2, we started doing little things like she would add the bananas to the bowl if we were making banana bread, or she would get to help pour something into the bowl if I was making something. It sparked a light in her eyes. She was so excited. She was thrilled. She wanted to continue doing that. So I had the idea, first of all, okay, I want to homeschool her, but I don't know how to homeschool her. I want to be able to teach her the things she's not going to learn in public school, but I don't know how to do that. And that sparked a long line of, homeschool resources, all sorts of things that we've been doing together. She's 8 now, having a grand old time. Don't see her going to public school anytime soon, if at all. And we're just along for a great and crazy ride. So 6 years ago, we started this cooking journey. And I started first with what we call the Easy Foods cookbook, and that's volume 1. Now, this cookbook, I believe it's the first 4 of the cookbooks, which is Easy Foods, Tea Time, Pancakes, and Winter. They take you through these 5 levels of cooking, and I'll talk about the 5 levels of cooking in just a minute here. But what they do is they kind of show you, there's not necessarily an age that you have to start with. I'd recommend it starting at level 1 no matter what age your child is. Unless they're a teenager, then you can go ahead and jump to level 5, but they just need extra practice with that. What will happen is at age 2, which is when we start, it could be age 3, 4, 5, whatever age your child is now. If they're 2 or older, it is the perfect time to start. You're just gonna start by allowing them to be there with you while you're cooking. Obviously, 2-year-olds can't talk a whole bunch yet. My 1.5-year-old actually is very interested in starting to learn how to cook. And so what I'm gonna have him doing is just like, hey, this is a banana. Can you put this banana in the bowl? Then I will mash it, or my daughter or my other son will mash it. That's basically level 1. So you've got adding things to a bowl, you've got measuring, pouring, you've got actually following the recipe yourself with somebody helping you read it, you've got learning to read the recipe, you've got doing everything by yourself. Now, level 5 is technically the last level in the kids' cookbooks, and that's where my daughter is at, is level 5. She's 8 years old. She was stuck at about a level 2 until she was 6 or so, because level 3 is reading the recipe by yourself and accomplishing that. Now, level 3s don't have to be able to shop for the ingredients. They don't have to be able to even get the ingredients themselves. Level 3 just has to be able to look and say, look, oh, okay, this is what it means. Now, a couple things that I really like about cooking with your kids, and I'm gonna go ahead and show some images in just a second of some Instagram posts that I did this week. Top thing that I love about cooking with your kids or allowing your kids to cook is it builds self-efficiency. They become self-efficient. They become able to know where their food is coming from. They know what goes into a recipe, and my 8-year-old was the pickiest eater. She would not eat like anything. There were only a few things she would like. When I started cooking with her, she started wanting to try things because she was cooking them. She was a part of the process. It wasn't like, oh, mom made me this weird thing again. I have no idea what it is. She helped make it. She knew exactly what was in it, whether it was spinach or whatever, what have you. And she became a way less picky eater. She will try anything now. She might not like it, and that's okay, but she will try anything. Same with my 6-year-old and hopefully with my almost 2-year-old because he's entering that picky phase now. So, top thing, self-efficiency. Second thing that I love about teaching your kids to cook is it helps them with teamwork. It helps them learn to work together. It helps them see things through to the end, have that perseverance that's so important that a lot of kids are lacking nowadays. My kids know that when they start something, they need to finish it. It might be hard, maybe it doesn't work out, but failing is okay. Failing is a part of learning. Failing is necessary. When you do a recipe and it doesn't work out, you can look at it and you could say, okay, here's what I did wrong. Let's do it better next time. So failure is important and cooking helps with that. And another thing that I love about cooking, and I've actually incorporated this in a lot of different subjects, cooking helps with core studies. So you may view cooking as an elective or as an extra or as a hobby, like a lot of parents do, and that's okay, and that's where I was at. But cooking is an amazing way to learn all 4 operations. You've got addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now, you can learn fractions with measuring cups. You can add things together, say we personally use both wheat flour, which is fresh milled, and white flour that's unbleached from the store. Now, the reason that we use both is because white flour gives a fluffier effect. It gives a softer and lighter bread. But wheat flour, not only is it cheaper to grind it yourself, not only does it curates that self-efficiency, you know exactly where it's coming from, you get to see the process start to finish, but it's better for you. So we mix it together. And now my daughter gets to practice addition every time she does a recipe that uses flour because, okay, look, we need 1/2 cup of this and 1/2 cup of this. How many cups do we need altogether? Or if you want to look at it in a multiplication sense or division sense, say this recipe uses 6 cups of flour. We're only using 1 cup of white flour. How many cups of wheat flour do we need? Or we're using six cups of flour. I want to use half and half. What's half? What's half? Add those together, subtract those, multiply, divide those. It's everywhere. Another wonderful thing about food and cooking in general is history and the applications it has for history, because people gather over food. They do, they always have. It's a great way to learn about culture. So in all of our history units, we've got the American History Unit, which is a 7-unit curriculum, and we've got the Renaissance Unit, which is a 5-unit curriculum. All of them have cookbooks. My math has cookbooks. My history has cookbooks. My cookbooks have cookbooks. And using recipes is a great way to learn math, history, writing, reading. You can learn grammar, spelling, vocabulary, because what does it mean to cut something in? What does it mean to double a recipe? What does it mean to do all of these things? So if you're interested in unschooling or less structured schooling or less forceful schooling and your child wants to learn how to cook, cookbooks are a great way to do that. And because we have made these cookbooks for your children, the language that they use in these cookbooks is easy for children to understand and to duplicate. And eventually, as your child grows and cooks and learns how to read and practices these recipes, let me tell you, if I'm running late with my work in the morning, I say, Ellie, that's my 8-year-old's name, will you please pick something from the cookbook and make us breakfast? Last Saturday, she picked peppermint pancakes. She read the recipe herself. She got every ingredient out herself. She measured it all herself, mixed it all herself, and made them all herself. The only thing we're still working on is cleaning up, because that's a little bit harder. But level 6, the bonus level, is shopping. Obviously, my 8-year-old cannot go shopping by herself, but your teenager could go shopping by themselves. If you're a young mom learning how to cook like I was, you can go shopping, and that's part of the level 6. So that is the 5-level program. Here is kind of just a little clip of what's inside the cookbooks. I'm gonna go ahead and link the cookbook, the whole cookbook look through video that I have. I'll just link it at the top up here. It is, I believe, about 5 minutes long, but we've got little sections where you can see what's in each cookbook. So if you wanna go ahead and watch that, it's just right up here, so just click that. Otherwise, keep watching, and I'm just gonna show you a little clip of that video inside this video. Answered any questions that you have. I don't want this to be just like a salesy, just come buy from me video. I just wanted to share with you my heart. I wanted to share with you why we did this in the first place, how it's benefited us. Now, my daughter is becoming self-sufficient. She is learning where her food comes from. We grow a garden, you know, we want to go shopping at farmers markets, but if you can just go to the grocery store, that's okay too. Please know, it does not matter what age your child is. It does not matter how much patience you have as a parent. Here's what I want you to remember. Number one, what is the end goal? Is the end goal to complete the recipe as fast as possible, to eat the recipe as fast as possible, and to clean up as fast as possible? If that is the goal, do not do it. Do not do it. The goal should be, I want to teach my child the life skills that they need to be a productive member of society. I want my child to understand where their food comes from and to be a part of our household. I want my child to love learning, to learn without knowing they're learning. Whatever it is, I would recommend to you to start with 1 day a week, even 1 day a month if that's what you want to do. One recipe, block out time. Don't worry about doing any other schooling that day if that is overwhelming you. Pick one thing. Pick a pancake recipe. Have them help you get out the ingredients. Let them know what those ingredients look like, what their purpose is. Have them help you cook. They can measure, they can pour, they can mix, they can do a myriad of things. Allow them to cook. Allow them to immerse themselves in this cooking culture, if that's what you would like to call it. And then take a break, eat together, and slowly clean up. Block out a few hours. Only get one recipe done. And then look back and say, here's what my kid has learned. To be patient, that I'm there for them, that I'm there to help them, that this food tasted delicious, that it's important to clean up after ourselves so that we can do other fun things. Maybe they learned how to add 1 and 1. Maybe they learned what 1-to-1 correspondence is. 1 cup equals this thing. This equals this. Maybe they read a word all by themselves. Maybe they learned how to spell pancake. Maybe they learned what a pancake actually is. Maybe you learned something too. Maybe you learned they just want to learn. They just want me to love them. They just want me to be with them. They just want me to help them, whatever it is. If you do this, take this challenge, come back to this video, comment, and let me know how it worked for you. Let me know if you have any other questions. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the little notification bell so you see when we post a video. Please like, please save if this applies to you, and please share it with anybody that you feel like needs to hear it. And I hope you have a fantastic day. See you next time. I believe we're going to be posting about our visual board and all of our visual resources and things that we use because my kids have ADHD. All of us do over here, and why we use these visual things. So don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you see that next video, and I hope you have a fantastic day and a fantastic December. See ya.